Damn. We back
at it again.
Well,
Back
I
at it.
say that shit every time. We back.
And we back.
Man, another episode of No Apology.
Right.
I am one of your hosts. My name is Lewis. To my left, your right is Shaq. On another camera, on another lens, in another world.
The bull.
We have the man himself.
The man.
T Breezy.
Finally in front of the
Laura
camera.
Watts is on the camera. Tyler Brown is here.
How y'all doing?
Finally got this man from behind the lens. And we also have joining us on the camera, we have Rich.
Shout out Rich.
Rich the
The
kid.
elusive, the ominous
Dreadhead.
man himself.
Ty Dolla signs.
You really think he look like Ty Dolla Sign?
That's Ty Dolla illegitimate
When
kid.
you pulled up, that's literally what he look. This nigga look like Ty Dolla Sign.
You trying to say he's cute or something?
All right, bro. What?
I'm saying
That's what you was trying to say,
Bro,
right?
nah, that's not what I was trying to say.
what
bro.
You
he
said
sing
nah,
to
because
you?
I remember you said Ty Dolla Sign was cute.
Bro, what's good with y'all, bro?
Yo, this Jose, what's that, Quavo? Jose
Nah.
Quavo?
Today Cinco de Mayo, so
Shout out to all my Mexicans.
these guys feel the need to drink.
Cinco de Mayo.
No,
I don't really even know what Cinco de Mayo means.
Me neither. My girl had
It's the
half
liberation.
Mexican,
I
so
I know what it of what.
she,
I don't want to be politically inaccurate. However, I do think it's their
It's one of
Independence
those
Day.
holidays that people celebrate, but then the people that
I
are
think
supposed
it's
to be
the
celebrating it are like,
Independence
"Yo,
Day.
this isn't important."
Absolutely. I think June 19th is my day.
I mean, all holidays are man-made, so I think, you know.
How else would you get holidays?
I'm just saying I don't think any of them are really
Yeah, the
important.
fuck,
The point that I was saying, I don't think they're important, ass.
bro.
You don't have a favorite holiday?
No.
You like Thanksgiving? You don't like Thanksgiving?
I like Christmas.
Do you like things that come with certain holidays though, like seeing your family maybe, or you don't give a shit?
I don't really care.
No,
That's why I say, yo, Christmas. People be in the spirit of giving.
I don't like Christmas anymore.
I like.
That used to be my favorite holiday.
But you gotta think.
That was never my
If we
favorite.
talking about holidays, we talking about family and all that stuff. I think for me personally, I take my friendships more serious than family. So
I can see why.
I don't really.
It's fucking bullshit.
I'm dead serious.
No, I believe you, but it's full. It's bullshit.
How's it bullshit?
Because like you've never enjoyed a holiday ever.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's not for my family. It's not that easy for everybody to get together. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
oh shit.
The lengths
Yeah.
we go for.
I was
our
about to say
phones.
something inappropriate, but you got it.
There's nothing inappropriate. We're on YouTube
I'm just saying. You don't like Christmas,
and
bro?
Spotify
Do I like
and
Christmas?
Apple.
You don't like Christmas?
I mean, I'm 25 years old, so
You're 25 now?
I'm 25.
Damn, bro, you old as shit.
Damn, bro.
I'm younger than y'all. But
Yeah, I'm 26.
Yeah, I'm younger than y'all.
But he just had a birthday. That's why I was like, damn, I didn't realize.
Yeah, I'm young.
That's a fact.
What would you say?
Nah, I mean, I'm 25, so I don't really think that it's anything enjoyable for me necessarily as far as Christmas. I like to drink eggnog sometimes, like
Eggnog's
with
great.
Douce. You know, mix it with that. A little spiked Douce.
I don't like egg.
Yeah,
It's too
like-
thick for me.
Oh, yeah.
No homo.
What's homo about eggnog?
I said it's too thick for me. I was just saying. I didn't want that to sound crazy. Don't quote me on that bullshit, bro. It's just I don't like how eggnog tastes.
Y'all
Makes
like
me-
how we have the topics here?
Yeah.
They don't know that on the camera.
We have our topics here.
Yeah,
We have no idea
it's
what
so
we want to
sexy.
talk about. But what's funny is that you mentioned that I immediately looked at sexual pressure and I was like, oh, what a segue.
Dead ass though.
Oh, shit.
So,
Yeah.
man, I mean, let's get into that. Who made the topic, first of all?
What I put LA next to the ones I made. So,
Okay. Well, you just started that, though.
yeah,
So
I would have put
we
it if I
gotta-
did it.
All right. So, Tyler, why'd you put that?
Bro, I didn't put sexual pressure.
All right, man. So what's there? It's there.
All right. So, I feel like with sexual pressure, okay. First of all, you know, obviously, we're all different people. Everybody got, you know, their own sex drive. For me personally, I don't know. I think it could rub people the wrong way sometimes, whether it's like in or outside of relationships. Like, nigga, I just like to fuck. You feel me? Like, I like to have a lot of sex, and to most people, that might be like a dependency, or it might be like a, I don't know, even like immature in a way. Like, that's something that you pride yourself on. And to me, like I read this book, and it was just saying how like, this is opinion obviously, but they were saying like the highest form of expression when you like compassionate with somebody is sex. And obviously everybody has their own love language, but they said, you know, that is the highest. And for me, being a Leo, shout out to all my Leos out there in the world. We pride ourselves on that emotional connection to people. So, you know, I don't know. It could definitely rub people the wrong way because I like that. I'm into that.
So do you feel pressure as a man to have? Is it because like,
I've never felt pressured to have sex ever.
Do you feel pressure? So you don't feel the need to have sex when you're not having it.
Wait, say that again.
You don't feel the need to have sex when you're not having it. When you're in a moment when you're not having it, and you want to have it.
Well, that's pressure from myself. More, it's not pressure from anybody else. So
I don't understand this topic.
Yeah, you bullshitting.
But I do.
How?
But I do.
How am I
But
bullshitting?
what I
I'm
get from it.
bullshitting?
He's not.
Nah,
But what I get from it is that like like in the instance of like you had to say no homo to some shit that you was just saying you don't like eggnog because it's too thick. And niggas feel the need to say pause to shit or feel like they have.
I thought sexual pressure. I thought the sexual pressure was coming from like people that don't want to have sex all the time, and sometimes like it might be a difference in compatibility, like where y'all sex drive is just totally different.
I mean, sometimes you just get tired of the pussy.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Men versus women,
bro.
but women.
Women get tired of dick too.
So that's what I thought it was. I don't know who made that.
No, I think it has more so to do with the fact that
like your orientation section?
Just not even that, just the way that we carry each other, the way that we carry ourselves, you know, throughout life, especially as being young black men. Like, you know, sometimes you say some shit, niggas be like, "Oh, pause." That exists really nowhere else.
So
Yeah.
sexual
Like a woman doesn't have to do that. Like a woman can say some shit. It never has to be like, oh, nah, no homo though. Like that sounds crazy coming out of a girl.
It's kind of off topic.
That's a sexuality kind of topic.
It's the same shit. It's pressure. Being a man, having a sexual pressure of feeling that you have to constantly remind people that you're straight.
Oh, y'all talking about that pressure?
What was we segueing from eggnog for?
That's true.
I didn't know it was that.
That's true.
I thought there was a different topic. My bad. I mean, both is, you know.
We here.
It's hand in hand. I get it. It's hand in hand.
This is not too much off topic, but I saw this post on Twitter about Meg Thee Stallion, and they would like.
I think I peeped it.
Yeah, they were telling people like to like stop over like
sexualizing
her, and I was like, you know, her content is sexual.
Over sexualized. All she talk about is sex.
That's what I'm saying, and like that's as an artist that everybody has an image, so. You can't get mad at us for seeing and you know deciding on whatever we feel as though the artist is giving us.
Yo, they really said stop over sexualizing.
But this is the thing.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Whoever said that, and people that do say that, it's not a big deal. The artist, she's never come out and said anything about any of that. She knows exactly who she is. She knows what she's doing. She knows I think that she has a really good balance of sexuality with talent. So
absolutely
had something else to build from that.
But people, I'm sorry, I'm
not. Go ahead, you good.
People get on the internet and you know try to defend people that don't need defense.
Be chatting, yeah,
and that's an instance. But that is an instance where, like, I mean, in a more relevant sense, a rapper that did have a problem with people sexualizing her was Iggy Azalea.
What?
Who sexualizes herself?
Yeah, she
sexualizes herself all the time, and she had a problem with people, you know.
Because they was trying to get her
feeding into that. They were trying to, which I get. It's not, that is disrespectful. Which I get, that is disrespectful.
They was like, she can't rap. She got this.
They was trying to have like a, I don't know, like a GoFundMe.
She is a bad rapper.
But what I was trying to build from the Meg shit was like, have y'all ever like, for me, I know growing up, I realized that most of the girls that used to like promote and like act like they was like the biggest freaks, they really wasn't even like that.
They were virgins.
They would. No, I wouldn't even say virgins. They just wasn't as nasty as they portray themselves to be.
Absolutely, because sex sells.
But niggas do the same shit. Niggas did the same shit.
I'm just saying, for me, like I said, like even with Meg, I never overly sexualized her. I just took it for what it is, you know.
Yeah, I don't even Trina. View her as a. I think that she's super talented. I never viewed her as like a soup like.
But I don't even follow her on Instagram because she promoting on Instagram. She promoting a whole nother thing as to where like if you not on her Instagram, you might pop up and see somebody share a freestyle or something. Those are just that I fuck with.
I think that's smart though. I think business wise, that is smart as hell.
No, of course it is. Every artist got that angle.
That's smart.
It's all about promotion. Everything that artists do is about promotion on Instagram, at least.
Unless you ugly as fuck.
It's like the Instagram influencers, how girls be half naked selling sex, but then they be saying some like super positive, enlightening type shit.
What do you get from that? Like, what does that mean? Like, how do you feel about when you see shit like that? Like, because I see that shit a lot, and I have my own personal idea and perspective
but
on
that,
what.
Like, I see that shit
when you
all
see
the
just
time,
like
bro.
people like, and I'm not even just gonna say just women. I'm not even gonna say just girls on Instagram. Just people on Instagram that try to pretty much they try to sell you with something simple: sex, violence, money, a certain life. They try to promote a certain lifestyle, but then they try to balance it out with like some like, make sure you're eating salads. Like they try to like,
bro, like
we talked about
healthy living.
The
shit.
Instagram models. I've noticed like
it's not genuine.
It's gotten to like it's real manipulative, honestly, and a lot of people even they're trapped into. I respect it because they get in their bag, but you influence a lot of girls to move like that because that's what they see. We're in a world where like attention is everything. So if a girl see another girl posting a picture half naked and it's getting more likes than you posting a picture of a fly outfit that's well put together, fuck that outfit. What's good? Fuck that outfit. I'm gonna pose naked. You feel me? So that's all we get to see.
Right.
And then on the other foot, if the engagement is low, let me throw out this twerk video right quick. Now, by all means, I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just saying what I've noticed from the popular Instagram models. And we talked about it, at the one time we was at the bar about the whole dependency and all that stuff. I don't feel like I need that to see that all the time. So it's limited. It's always been limited to me. But for other people, I just wish that they could see like the method that they go about even like promoting that shit.
It's definitely gotten to a point where a lot of that shit is oversaturated.
Of course,
because it almost is like I don't even like it's to the point now with me personally, like I'm not even blown away if you're attractive anymore. Like I see attractive women every day.
Then they turn into rappers, bro.
All types of shit.
The Instagram models turn into rappers.
All types of shit.
It's all about finesse, bro. They literally they sell you one thing to get to where they want to be, so that's what they did, what they really want to do. Absolutely.
That comment.
It's people that use Instagram. With
in a sense,
it's capitalizing off of what's popular right now. Hip hop is the most popular genre in the world. So of course, if I got a little buzz, I got some numbers going, I got people looking at me, and I have an interest in music, and somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you got the look." Like all it takes is a look now, because rap is so easy to do. Like rap has been so dumbed down. Hip hop has been so dumbed down to the point where you can do anything on a beat as long as it's a rap beat. Niggas gonna fuck with it. And if you find you got a fat ass, you got a pretty face, people's gonna rock with you or your fan base is gonna fuck with you. It's not even about a lot of these people trying to get on to be something bigger than what they are. It's about just people capitalizing off of the following that they have that they wouldn't have otherwise. I just think that when I sit down and I look at my phone, I've been checking my shit way less. And it's funny because I feel like throughout this entire like the time that we've been doing this podcast, Shaq has been a rock. Shaq has been consistent in his viewpoint on all of this stuff. Every episode been consistent. And I played devil's advocate a lot in the beginning. Though I agree with you on a lot of things, I had to play devil's advocate just because, just to bounce off the topic. But like I was saying the other night, we were at the bar and I was just like, man, like, I view a lot of that shit differently now, to the point where I don't even like looking at, I can go days without checking my Instagram. Like I think I might start. I saw Skepta post that he deletes it during the week. He only downloads it. He only has it for the weekends. That's fine. And I was like, man, I might start doing that shit too, because it throws me off. Like it throws me off. Like we're sitting here setting up and you were showing me the shit on Instagram and I'm just like, that's not that don't even mean, like the fact that like seeing like attractive women like twerking and shit, like seeing like fine ass bitches, like it don't even, the fact that doesn't do anything for me anymore is scary.
I'm tired of seeing bitches twerking.
Like I'm just like, bro, I don't even,
excuse me, girls twerking
on the internet at least. Like if you hear like we around, like that's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but it's just like you know, I don't know. I think it's a blend of just like me maturing as a person, but also like a blend of just like the fact that it's so oversaturated that I like it's just nasty now. It's kind of like it's sloppy. Like everything is sloppy. I get on Instagram and all I see is people trying to sell me sex, trying to sell me music, or trying to sell me clothes.
So you drugs too.
Wait, what?
I said drugs too.
On Instagram?
Yeah. You don't see that?
No.
I be seeing a lot of wild shit on Instagram, bro.
You ever get the
My
girls
Instagram is
that
real diverse.
you ever get the girls that be naked on Instagram and be mad at niggas that DM them trying to fuck?
Yeah, the
Yes.
ones that do the premium
But I think-
Snapchats do that.
No, I'm not even
They
talking
be like,
about that.
No, but no. They be like in they bio, it'd be like premium Snapchat, add me, and then like they be like
Tyler's a freak,
they also.
bro.
I'm not yo fuck out of here, bro.
I follow a lot of those
They'll
guys.
also
I
they'll
follow a
also
lot of those
screenshot
guys.
dudes like text me like their DMs like oh he trying to bad. I'm not even like that, but it's like yo
Yeah,
bitch,
I
like,
get
you
what
bugging.
you're
You're retarded.
Yeah.
Like you sending like premium Snapchats of you in the shower, but now you don't want boy to like DM you
DM you.
like trying to go crazy like.
But you putting
confused.
You putting that out there for even like.
But you know what's funny? It's easy to say that, but there's a point where you have to take a little bit of responsibility as a man, and you see that and not feel like, oh, now I gotta go crazy. Like you don't have to go crazy. You can just move on. Like you're a man. Like that's like the same. That's like a ridiculous idea that because someone is trying to sell you sex, you feel like you gotta buy it. Like okay, cool. Like move on. Like no, don't DM her. Like obviously, if she's doing that shit, you think you're the only nigga that's in her inbox. Like why are you DMing her? Like you're just as much as you're even more of a fool.
But I don't think he's talking.
like,
you
about,
are the
keep it
fool.
I
scrolling.
don't think he's talking about just him. I think he's just talking about for all guys.
Him, bro,
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
DM
No,
nobody.
That's what
I'm not
saying.
even saying him. I'm
He's
saying
talking about all guys, right?
Yeah,
but I'm
just-
saying,
speaking
saying,
in general.
but what I'm saying is all guys. I'm saying that you have to get to a point where you're like, come on, how many years have we been doing this? Like,
Yeah.
you know better. Like, why are you in some girl DMs that you don't even know? She's doing her thing on internet. What she's doing is not for you.
At all.
She's not doing that for you. Sorry,
It's for the bag.
she's doing it for her.
the bag.
It has nothing to do with you. It has
Facts.
nothing to do with any nigga. Like we have it in our heads that if somebody's doing some shit, if a girl's doing some shit sexually, and you know you follow her or whatever like that, that means that she's, you know what I'm saying, she's open to do whatever. And it's like,
That's that sense of entitlement.
nah,
bro.
that's not the case. So it's like it's easy to say like, oh, like you're selling it. Why are you getting mad? It's like because nigga, this has nothing to do with you.
Have y'all peeped the girls with Instagrams?
Yes,
I don't know what that is.
not even just girls.
I really don't know.
That's what.
So
Oh, whoa.
What's
Not even just girls.
Whoa,
What's
whoa,
Instagram,
whoa,
bro?
whoa,
Explain
whoa.
that to me.
Time out. First, before we get into what's a Finstagram,
Yeah,
you've encountered a dude with a Finstagram,
yeah.
and what was on it?
I never followed them. I don't follow any Finstagrams.
How'd you know it was a Finstagram though?
Someone told me they had a Finstagram. But I found out what a Finstagram was, like
A Finstagram is really like your second Instagram for shit that you don't want everybody to see, basically. But
See,
it don't
wh-
have to be erotic shit, but it's just things that
Yeah.
you don't want everybody to see.
That's
when I
trash.
heard that,
Certain people.
I immediately,
Yeah.
went, oh, this is for erotic shit.
Yeah.
This is for like, you know what I'm saying? You posting shit you don't want your family to see type shit.
Yeah.
I ain't know it was like, it could be like dumb shit like memes and shit. That's what a lot of people's Finstagrams are. It's just them posting dumb shit, but they don't want to fuck up their timeline or like the way people view them and shit like that.
Why don't
So
they
you-
just use Snapchat for
It's
that?
invite only because Snapchat's for psychopaths. But
That's some goofy shit.
but yeah, so Finstagram, it's too much, bro. That's too much for me.
Yeah,
I feel like it's doing too much.
That's a lot. That's a lot of bullshit.
Priorities is fucked up.
I mean,
That's
is
not
ba-
about priorities,
It is. But
The
you know,
priorities
Finstagram
is
started
fucked up.
with like high school, like teenagers.
It sounds like
It's a teenage thing. It's a thing for like, okay, this is my Finstagram so that you don't get in trouble for school for post certain shit, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's not really your name on it. You can invite certain people to, only certain people can see the shit, et cetera. That's what Finstagram is. But it trailed over into everybody else using it. So now, like when we brought it up, you see a lot of girls that use it, and that's when they do post a lot of like, they're more erotic shit.
yeah.
et
Don't get
cetera,
it
et
fucked
cetera.
up. I have seen Finstagrams where they was getting a little
That's what
loose
they
on
are.
there.
Now you know what it sounded like to me though. It sounded like when Facebook first came around and everybody would like, everybody had their MySpace where they was their true selves, and on Facebook you was like a whole different person because you knew that your mom, her friends was on Facebook.
But that's what Twitter was for.
So that's what it sounds like though.
Yeah.
That's literally what it sounds like. And then
Facebook is still
Snapchat
that.
came out and they use a whole different person on Snap.
Yeah.
Like you just using different avenues of social media to be out of pocket. You don't want to be a true selves around the people that like actually know you.
So you would never get off Instagram.
For what?
Your
I feel
Instagram
like-
is a Finstagram.
I feel like I'm my true self though.
Yo, telling a
on
nigga
Instagram.
his Instagram is a Instagram.
Yeah, I feel
Bro,
like
you know how many days I go to check my phone and I just be, oh, what's Tyler up to? And this nigga is like naked in his mirror.
I'm like shirtless, bro. I be my
And I'm like,
abs.
all right, man. Like
But
that shit
it's-
make me log out.
Yeah, to be honest, why? Yeah,
I log the fuck out, bro.
they should have like a on Instagram. They should have like a option where you could just send your story to just all the
can.
girls that you follow.
You can. It's called
It's
close
called
friends.
close friends.
But
Dickhead.
I'm talking about all. What?
Close friends.
No, I know what close friends is, but I'm saying like you can't literally tap all the girl.
Yeah, you
That'd
can.
take mad long.
Oh well.
Nah, but I got a lot of fitness friends too on like
I- listen,
we all
man.
tag
Oh
each
well.
other.
I just don't want to.
What
see
if
It'd be
somebody?
like- it'd be
What if
like gym
somebody is a
progression.
girl and they identify as something else?
Yeah, bro.
I mean,
Yeah, now you're fucked.
listen.
What if they don't want to identify with
Yeah.
gender
What if they?
roles?
Yeah. What if they don't identify at all?
Listen, we gonna cut all this shit.
Then you
all
can't put it
We
on.
gonna-
I'm just
we gonna cut
saying,
all this.
bro.
The point is, I don't want to
'Cause
see
you
you
getting
shirtless.
crazy.
I don't
Then
want to see
don't-
you
No, I
shirtless.
never want
click
to see
on
this
me,
nigga
bro.
shirtless.
As soon as I wake up in the morning, I don't want to see you shirtless.
I don't want to
In
see
the
this
morning, I'll
ever,
be posting that shit in the afternoon.
bruh. I don't. It don't matter. There's never a
What
good
if I
time.
what if I
There's
what
never
if
a
I
good-
haven't on, what if
there's
I wasn't
never-
on Instagram that whole day?
There's-
And the first time I get on Instagram, I see a story from 12 hours ago, and you're half naked on Instagram.
Bro,
I don't want to wake
all
up
I
to
be
that.
is shirtless, bro.
Huh?
That's half
It's,
naked.
it's,
bro.
it's shirtless 2019, bro. If I'm in the gym,
What
That's
says
half
who?
naked.
I
Says
gotta show
who?
the progress, man.
What-
You have
to
an
who?
upper body and lower body. If
To
you're
who?
shirtless, you're half
You
naked.
wanna see my legs?
I don't want to see
I don't wanna
your
see
body,
nothing,
bro.
I'll show you my legs then, bro.
What do you understand?
That's sexual. That's sexual abuse.
Oh hell no.
That's what I feel every time I look at your nipples, bro.
You look
Bro,
at his nipples?
what?
I open my phone up and it's like, and
Listen.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this shit,
I
bro?
I like to show my gym progress, man.
I like to
work
sign out.
hard in the gym.
I like to sign the fuck
Bro,
out.
I work hard.
I log out.
I've
Yeah,
been-
and I get it, and I get that. I know you're not posting it to be like homo, or
sexual,
some
yeah,
weird
like,
shit.
I-
I get that. I know you're posting it to show progress. I know you're posting it for motivation, whatever. Like that. That shit just doesn't do it for me.
Some people do it for attention.
It's
Yeah,
all
nah.
attention. You wouldn't put it on the internet if it wasn't attention. If you're doing, if you're,
Yeah.
because
Tyler said
that's
nah.
another. That's
Tyler said
another
nah.
thing. Hold
Tyler
on.
said
Well, no,
nah.
Hold on, bro.
Tyler
That's
said
another
nah.
thing.
Tyler
I
said
did.
nah.
Stop, bro. No,
Stop.
Tyler said
Stop.
nah.
That's another thing.
Bro, people
That's-
do post
hold
shit
on.
for attention,
But what's crazy? No, everybody. You don't. There's no reason to post unless it's for attention.
You want people to see it.
Stop.
You
Wait.
want attention.
Stop. Let's
That's what I'm
recalibrate.
saying.
Let's recalibrate real
I'm
quick.
showing people,
Hold
you
on,
know,
Tyler. Hold on.
hard
please.
work pay off,
yo,
baby.
Yo, let's recalibrate. There's no reason to put anything on the internet unless you want someone else to see it.
Absolutely.
That's attention, right? So the whole thing when people post it on the internet and they go, "Nah, that's for me."
No, they ain't, bitch.
It is, but you're not being honest with yourself. It's for you to get attention.
Cause you could keep that in your photo.
Because you can take the picture and just look at it
Keep
yourself.
it right
I've
in your
done it
photo
many
album.
times.
I got hella pictures I never uploaded.
Yeah, same. It's not for the internet. It's for me.
Yeah,
It's for me.
Is the gym the new club?
it is. It is though.
Is the gym the new club?
Talk about it.
Yo, all right. So
Talking to the mic.
clearly y'all wouldn't understand.
No, you
I
have
will-
to,
no,
this
well,
is your,
let us know.
You have to speak.
Yo, nah, literally, yo, bro. I go to the
Talking to the mic.
shit is weird, bro. Cause I go to the gym, and there's people that go there that won't even work out. They just go there to like see
seen
people
that.
that
They
they
don't
know.
get kicked out.
No, you pay for a membership, so they're not gonna kick
they don't
you
give a
out.
fuck, right?
Like, yo, they pull up, they'll walk on the treadmill for like 10 minutes, see a few people that they know, and then they'll just be in a fucking circle, like talking, laughing. I'm like, yo,
Recording.
like, why y'all here?
Posting.
What are y'all here for, bro? Y'all came to hang out.
Damn.
Motherfuckers come in the sauna, be talking. Yeah, man, you know my kids. Yo, you coming over? You coming to dinner tomorrow?
You can't talk in the sauna.
bro.
You can't talk in the sauna.
Bro, it's not about that. It's like y'all came here just. I'm like, yo, did you work out? Nah, man. I'm about to though. Like, all right, cool. You go out there. They never work out. They talking the whole time. I know dudes that'll walk, dudes and females. They'll walk around the whole gym, dap up everybody they know, talk to them, and then leave. They won't even.
So it's the new club,
Bro, it pretty much is the club, bro. You like, yo, people go there to like meet new people. They go there to like meet. It's like Tinder, bro.
I don't think
They
people,
go there, yo. They be like, all right, I'll do the. They got this joint called the fitness assessment. The whole time they doing the fitness assessment, they'll be hitting on the trainer. just so they could bag the trainer and then leave. They would never come back.
But you go to Edge, right?
Yeah, Edge is real. But
Edge
even
is-
I've been to
like,
Edge and
but
Cherry
even
Hill.
like Planet Fitness, bro. Planet Fitness be like for amateurs. Amateurs pull up the Planet Fitness, bag somebody, and never come back, bro. Like this shit is so weird. Like
The gym is weird.
I
I've
feel
gone
like
a
the
few
same
times.
vibes I
don't
get in
like
the
it.
club is the same vibes I get in the gym now, except nobody twerking.
I don't think that people should when they go to the gym. I don't think that they should post pictures of while they're in the gym or after they leave the gym because it's like it's a day. Like how much progress can you really see in a day? I feel like you subconsciously you're always gonna feel like you didn't do enough. So I feel like that 2 or 3 month time period when you like don't post anything, you could really see the difference in your body. Like people just be showing shit like, yo, we just seen you. We just seen you yesterday in the gym.
Yeah, on a day-to-day basis.
Like we just saw you the other day in the gym. Like we don't gotta see you lift your shirt up again for us. Like we just saw you. I mean, I guess for niggas like.
But it's for me.
But I'm saying for niggas like girl, we like to see
I work
girls
hard,
doing that.
but I work hard.
Of course you work hard.
Absolutely.
But like I said, subconsciously,
I mean,
what are you really doing?
It's
How
girls
much?
that go to the gym every day and
Getting
post
attention.
pictures of their thighs.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
get-
That's the point I'm getting at.
getting
It's not
attention.
really about the progress of your body. It's more so about the attention that
But
you.
a lot of people do shit on the internet every day, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's doing whatever, and they show the same shit. Like my biggest pet peeve with people on there, well, not my biggest pet peeve, but in the same token, when people take pictures of their food, it's the same shit. Like, why the fuck? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give
I
a
like
shit.
to- I
I
like
don't care if
taking
you're in the
pictures.
gym.
No, I
I don't
hate
care if
food
you're eating.
pictures. Food
I
is
taking
fire,
pictures
bro.
of my food.
That shit
I
is
like-
trash to me.
I like
To
putting,
me,
I like putting
feel
people
like-
on certain shit.
But I
though.
get
No,
taking
but, like,
pictures
the
of your
food-
food.
The pictures,
But why do
the
I have to
pictures
see
be
it?
trash? Though.
Not no regular home cooked meal.
I
type.
see that a lot,
No,
too.
no, I'm
Bro, I
not.
see
I'm
that
not
more
Like,
than
yeah, I
anything.
snap.
What you
Then I'm
talking
like,
about?
I'm not.
Ew, bitch.
I see pictures of trash ass plates more than I see pictures of nice plates.
Well, you're a chef, so you're gonna be more.
Yeah, bro.
you
Yeah,
gonna be
I'm
more-
very skeptical, but
yeah,
at the same
you-
time, at least,
Like you're not even in a restaurant.
yeah, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you showed me a plate of collard greens, mac and cheese, and fried
You showed me
chicken.
something
Why
from
you
the
keep posting
Jamaican
this?
spot down the street.
Yeah, you goofy.
I mean, that might be a fire. Somebody might not know where the closest Jamaican spot is.
But
you know?
granted, that's
You're
like,
not putting the location. You're just showing, yo, I'm about to eat.
All right, well, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ain't putting the location,
Like,
then-
why are
it'd
you
be
taking
different if
pictures
you
of
tag the
rice?
place? If you tag the place, that's promo for that place.
Well, the
Like-
last time I put up a jerk chicken and salmon, John.
And you
Somebody
tagged them?
asked me like, "Yo, where's that at?"
But did you
actually
tag-
like 3 people asked?
Did
me
you
that.
tag them in the
Yeah, but
the
people
post?
like you.
people like?
It's
all-
no, because you can really post shit for attention, and people will give you attention. A lot of people don't get attention when they post shit. That's why.
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
true.
it's funny to me. Why I'm like, why are you posting that shit?
That's true.
I don't like. I
Butt
like
naked
if
with
I
10
did that
likes.
shit, it would be silly. Niggas
Yeah,
be
I
like,
really don't have to post.
Okay.
I don't have to, yeah, I get what you're saying because I don't have to tag the restaurant for people to ask me. People are still asking.
Nah,
me, Yo, where'd you get that
people
from?
fuck with you. People want to know what you. People are interested in you.
Yeah,
So that's
I like the tag just so it show up on their page.
that's attention.
No, so it show up on their page. It's a promo. Like if I'm tagging a restaurant that I'm at,
You'll get promo.
they'll
can
get
you,
the promo.
can you just be honest and can we just say that you just want attention?
I do like attention.
Because they might repost it. Too.
However,
They might
but they will repost it
That's attention for you.
for both of us.
We all like it. We all like a certain amment of attention. Of course, we want
course.
attention. For this
Absolutely.
I like-
podcast.
I
don't think
attention
anybody
from
in this
music.
world
I
does
like
any-
to be the center of
But there's a
attention, you feel
difference
me?
because I got to a point where I just didn't. I had to separate my personal life from why I have this shit in the first place.
That's true.
Why anybody sees me through a glass screen in the first place is because of my music. So anything that's behind that comes with that. And there was a point most of the time that I've been using all of this shit, I was blending that with my personal life. No.
But I
No.
think nowadays we've built a world where people want to see
that
the
music
behind the
loud as
scenes and the finished product.
I'm also,
The music loud as shit.
I'm also very paranoid. So I don't want people to know what the fuck I'm doing throughout my day also.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah.
I mean, I feel as though
I'm gonna pause right there.
We've built
I'm gonna
a
pause
world.
right there.
Yeah, pause it. Stop it. Can we stop it?
Oh yeah.
A book? I think it was a movie.
Nah, it was a book, bro. You was reading. It was like the second or third chapter of that book.
Passy.
Yeah. It tastes like when you just bring it to high school in a water bottle.
It's probably this though,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because that shit tastes different. bro.
Let me taste
A1.
that.
You already
A1
Can I
tasted
taste
it.
it? Can I taste that?
Sure.
I'm
You
so
just got.
curious.
Can you put ice in mine?
Yes. Okay.
Gracias, señorita.
Yeah, this
Yo,
sour
actually,
apple-
nah. Like
this sour apple look
I need a
trash.
taco in my life right now, bro.
Who you telling, bro? I'm over here.
Yo, Steve,
Y'all got
bro.
me
When we get these tacos, bro, I might have
I'm not
to.
having a fucking
I
taco.
don't want no tacos.
You're
Wait,
having
what,
tacos.
we recording?
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Oh wait, what? Hey, tacos.
Put the topics up.
What'd you
Wait,
say?
hold
Yo,
on,
did
no.
you just hit me in the head?
Y'all cut the cameras back on?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are live.
Damn, I
Put
gotta
the
act
topics
close.
up.
The top. Oh, said pull the topless up. I'm like, whoa.
Whoa.
What we getting into?
Whatever that is.
So what we got here?
With it. Gracias.
I wish that Tyler would start talking about the shit that he was talking about when the cameras were off before we
When does
started.
he ever do that?
I really want him to though.
When
I
does he
really
ever
want
do
him
that?
to. Yeah, we're recording now. You good?
Nah, he was.
Oh. So I know what I was talking about.
Yo,
But
did you just lift your shirt up?
I'm hot. All right. So Project Bluebeam.
Wait,
Oh shit.
we going left field like that?
Let him rock.
Project Bluebeam. Y'all never heard of that?
I'm gonna let Tyler rock. Yo, Tyler's
Get in your bag.
here. Tyler sit down
listen.
for the cam. Tyler is here with the shits. Tyler has
I'm with
something
all
he
the
wanted to
smoke.
talk about for a little bit.
I'm with all the
I ain't
smoke.
know when we was gonna ever talk about this, but if you want to rock, I'm gonna
Let
let
him
you
know,
rock.
Tyler.
So I'm here. I'm here to talk
So
about.
inform
Let him
us
know.
because you've
I'm
been
here,
busy.
I'm here to talk
You
about
put this
Project
shit in the middle
Bluebeam
of the list.
Let him know.
and the moon being in the Earth atmosphere. So
Let him know.
That's connected.
all right, for one. So Project Bluebeam,
Wait, is that connected?
sort of, kind of, because Project Bluebeam is there's been a lot of research done, and there's been a lot of videos that have surfaced where it's been like UFOs seen in the sky, cities seen in the sky type shit. Like
The cities were explained.
they
Go
were
ahead.
explained.
Go ahead.
But that they think that's all a part of Project Bluebeam. Even last year in LA, remember there was some big ass tear in the sky where it was different colors just like popping out. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody ever explained it.
Mm-hmm.
However, they think that's a part of Project Bluebeam. And what the problem is, there's this. They've released recently the fact that they have 5D holographs. So what they're starting to think it is the government kind of projecting holograms in the sky to make it seem as though it's something that it's not.
On some Hunger Games shit.
Absolutely. But that's one of them. However, it ties into.
Can I make a comment before you move on with that?
Let me hear it.
I just want to make a side note from you mentioning that the projections in the sky. There's a theory that, well, not a theory, but there's a belief that the government is, it's been a plan for a while to mimic or create an invasion, an alien invasion.
Absolutely. Within the next 10 years.
From out of control, fear, et cetera, et cetera. There's a famous Ronald Reagan speech where he talks about how people need to come together as one race, because we don't know what's out there and we may have to combat or defend ourselves against things that are extraterrestrial. It's a famous speech of his, and it's kind of crazy.
But behind that, though, also they're going to introduce one world government. Also.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was getting to. So it's a part what you mentioned when you said the floating city thing being a hologram. I don't know if that's true, but I have heard a lot about, you hear the conspiracy of
Absolutely.
there's that one world, single government, a world government that is trying to be formed by power leaders, et cetera, et cetera. Our times right now aren't a sign of that. I don't even know what to tell you, but go ahead. You can continue. I know you were talking about the.
I mean,
Project
you
Bluebeam.
pretty much on the same wave.
But what is Project Bluebeam?
But Project Bluebeam is pretty much it is pretty much holographs.
So it's
five D holographs. Like there was a concert actually not too long ago. It was a rock concert where they had this dragon, but it looked real. It was a 4D holograph of a dragon, but it looked like it was actually there.
okay.
And that's one thing. I actually meant to send you that link, bro, because when I seen that, I was like, yo, there's no fucking way I would have been at this concert if I would have saw that. Like imagine if I walk up to you right now, like you think it's me and it's not. It's a hologram.
Hologram. But what's wrong with holograms though? I don't understand.
There's nothing wrong with holograms, but you got to think on a governmental scale. You can manipulate holograms to be anything and trick people into doing anything that you want. You know, you could fake UFO sightings. One thing that was a big theory was the moon was a part of that. The Project Bluebeam. That's another reason. And then I remember there was a NASA article 2 years ago where that was like, there's two moons. That's why you see one during the day, you see one at night. That wasn't the same moon you was looking at. And that's bro.
Do you believe that?
I don't know what to believe. Read anything on the internet, read anything in any.
But what do you believe?
My thing is,
What do you see? What do you believe when you look at the night sky? Do you believe that you're looking at a second moon?
I never know.
You
I
believe
thought
there's
I
one
always, even as a kid, I always thought that was the same moon.
Do
However,
do you believe that now?
I don't know. I really no. I'm saying I really can't tell because like what we've been exposed to over these past decades. Like, granted, from when you was a kid till now, have the shit you believe when you was a kid. How much of that do you believe now?
A pretty good amount of it. I had good parents.
Really?
Pretty good amount of it. I wasn't
Well,
lied
nah.
to.
You know what? Your parents was different though.
I wasn't just
Yeah.
taught all the what stuff you learn in your school books. It was,
Yeah.
this is what it is.
How about you, Shaq? How much you believe?
I mean, a lot of the things that I learned was self-taught.
A lot of things I learned, I had to like unteach myself.
Does everyone here
Because a
believe
lot
that
of it
there's
wasn't
two
accurate.
moons?
I'm not even that, like, I've never even,
Do you believe that there's two moons?
nah.
Okay.
But that's exactly what I'm saying, bro.
I just want to make a note. Project Bluebeam here. I pulled it up. Project Bluebeam says it's a conspiracy theory that claims that NASA is attempting to implement a new age religion with the Antichrist as its head and start a new world order
Via a
via a technologically simulated second coming.
That's what we was just talking about.
I,
One world order.
the Antichrist?
Excluding the Antichrist. Excluding the Antichrist. Literally what we
I'm
just said
good
about
off
the
this.
one world order.
That one looks cute, bro.
We just said that.
Okay, so pretty much the same thing.
Absolutely. Just excluding the Antichrist.
Okay.
However, I could see how that could happen. Just off of reading that. I can see how that could happen. I can see how you could put that in the mix.
So to be clear, you fear I gotta turn that off. You fear manipulation through holographic technology, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely, but I feel as though
or manipulation in general from
It
the government.
shouldn't. My thing is, I can't fear it because it's already happening. We're already getting trained to be manipulated through social media, through media itself, through every avenue of media. We're getting manipulated. It's getting to a point now where, if you can step away and look at it, you can kind of see the patterns, the common patterns that's going on between holograms, social media, TV. Like I feel as though you can't really trust what you're seeing anymore. You can't.
I just have a weird. I just don't. I'm trying to. I'm being quiet because I'm trying to figure out what you believe.
It's
Because
hard-
it's, I
hard
understand
for
the
me to say
information
what
now
I believe.
because I mean, and I want to say in the same token here, just to be transparent, you put Project Bluebeam, but also on the list here, you quoted NASA in saying that NASA said that the moon is in Earth's atmosphere, and then
Absolutely.
and then there's a dash, and then you put flat Earth theory. Does it make sense? So I want to know why you think that those two are connected. And to be clear, I guess no. Fuck the atmosphere thing. Do you believe in flat Earth theory?
I don't believe in flat Earth theory. However, I'm not sure. Like, that's another thing too. That's exactly why I wanted to ask y'all. It doesn't make sense to y'all.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth.
Have you ever been in an airplane?
I have.
Have you ever went to LA?
I've-
Something like that?
I've
Like a long
seen
trip?
it. Yeah.
You got to go really high?
Yeah.
And you see the Earth's curve, and you kind of feel like you're in space because it gets
Absolutely,
dark.
but that's another thing though. That's
During
another
the
thing
day?
because they've had like videos where that has surfaced where it may seem like it's curving to you. They'll zoom and you can see what you like. The curvature is just something going out of your. How do you say it? Out of your vision. So say like how like you on the beach, you're watching a ship go off and you can't see it no more. that was believed to be curvature. However, they have, these cameras that have super zooms. You zoom in and you can still see that shit going straight.
Yeah. You're a tiny speck on the planet.
Absolutely.
What do you expect to see?
No, but they're saying that's no curvature at all. It's just,
There is a
out of your
curvature.
spectrum.
There is, sure. You're not gonna be able to see all the way to the horizon to where the Earth meets space.
Absolutely.
So that doesn't make any sense. Even with the super zoom.
That's why I asked, does it make sense?
Oh no.
Does flat Earth make sense to you?
The only reason why I even inquired about any of this, because like I said, I want to know, what do you believe? Do you believe in flat Earth? I'm sure no one here believes in flat Earth theory. And the big thing with flat Earth theory that I hear, and we had a great we started to have a great conversation about this before the cameras turned on, and now everybody's being quiet. So I wanted what's up? Because we were talking about this and it was going well.
It was a lot to be
Flat
said.
Earth, the thing pointed, because you had questions. You're not saying a thing, but when this was brought up, you asked, how do you know?
How do you?
Yeah, right. How do you know
I
anything?
didn't ask
I asked you that.
He asked
did.
me something. I didn't ask
You
him.
did, and I
Yeah,
said,
but
hold on, stop.
You asked me something. I didn't ask
I was asking
to be
you,
honest,
like-
I don't care whether the Earth is flat or not. To be honest with you, I don't care.
But what do you believe? You believe it's not flat, right?
I believe
Shaq
that
believes that this doesn't matter to him, so he's not going to
No,
talk
not
about
even that.
No,
I
you
believe
believe
that
it's
it's not flat because of what I've been taught. Granted,
But how do you?
you believe it's flat?
You believe the Earth is flat.
I believe the Earth is flat.
Why?
Only because we've never seen a real picture of the Earth.
Right.
Any pictures you ever look on Google, it's always fake. And also, like, they're that's what they're like. I don't know, like what else? Like, yeah, I did been on a plane to Cali. I never seen the curvature.
No.
No, I never did.
Okay.
I've seen the curvature, but I get what you're saying. But like, my
They
thing
don't,
is,
they don't want us to believe the Earth is flat because we're all gonna say, oh, where does the
But
Earth
who's
land?
they?
The government,
What government?
NASA. They don't want to believe it's the Earth is flat.
NASA is not the government.
Well, NASA doesn't want to believe it's the Earth. They want us to believe the Earth is flat
Why?
because we're gonna have so many questions like, where does the Earth end?
But why? But if that's the case, then why would it take NASA to be the first? Not in the history of mankind. NASA's not the only space program.
Right.
NASA's the
not at
American
all.
one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them
We got SpaceX.
that have their own information. But you believe that you're on a flat plate right now.
Yeah.
Like
Kind of. Wait,
Is it?
I'm not 100%.
You're not sure.
Yeah. I'm
So
not, but like I said,
So this is the thing, and I know you don't have a mic, but this is the thing that came up earlier was
Absolutely.
the thing about flat Earth theory isn't so much is the Earth flat, it's can you believe what you've been taught?
Absolutely. But that's what I was asking Shaq earlier. I was like, yo, like, you believe the Earth is round? And he's like, yeah. Through what I was taught, I was like, how do you know that's true?
I believe it's
I believe, but it's not about truth. I believe it but I'm not about to project that
But do you
to
believe-
everybody else. Like, yo,
Yeah.
the Earth is flat, bro. Like, fuck all that. I mean, the Earth is not flat. I don't care what you think. Like, that's
Absolutely.
my belief. I don't have to put it to anybody else. Like I said, I don't even care if I was wrong. Like, I don't. If it don't affect the way we live in now, I don't think that I should even be like, questioning whether it's flat or not. But what does it matter if it's flat or if it's
I mean-
round? Why does it matter?
There may be a deeper reason why it affects us.
But that's
there,
what I'm
there
asking.
may be
I'm
questions.
not
there
saying
may
that
be
it doesn't matter. I'm asking why does it matter?
Do you
Like,
believe
legit.
in chemtrails?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've seen
Yeah,
you can look that up on YouTube
Yeah,
though.
but that's why I believe the Earth is flat.
It's the same group of people.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's the same people exposing.
Conspiracy
That's a good
theories.
point though.
It's conspiracy
Chemtrails
theories.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of shit that's happening right now that we'll never get the answers to.
But chemtrails is
But do you
different,
believe
though.
that there is information and there is proof that
Absolutely.
the Earth is not flat? That you,
I can't speak on
Absolutely.
that.
so you've never heard of science?
No, I'm about to say I can't speak. If you ask
Like
me a
no,
question,
because like come on, like
Yeah,
you have
bro,
a brain.
like, yeah, come
You
on,
can't
bro.
talk about it. You can talk about whatever you
ask
want.
the question. Ask the
Yeah, bro.
question.
I just asked it.
I'm not saying ask it again. If I didn't hear the question, I'm saying ask the question again. You want me to just say something I didn't hear what you
Do
said?
you believe that there's information about the world not being flat? That there's science, there's proof, gravitational information that people have seen it from outside, like
That's
over
what
hundreds
that's
of
what
people.
secret societies and all that stuff is.
So you don't believe in astronauts at all?
No, I'm saying that is what secret societies are for. There's information
What are
about
secret
everything
societies
that we
for?
don't know. there's information out there that we don't know. There's people that know shit that we don't know. So yeah.
So do you think is power in being ignorant on situations like this or circumstances like this? Like, do you think it's better to not know than know?
I mean, it's okay to not know though. I don't have to know everything.
But that's the thing though. What do you think will happen if we all knew? Like, say if this Earth wasn't round at all, what kind of power do you think that would give us?
The point of this isn't about whether the Earth is flat or round, because you can believe whatever you want to believe.
Yeah.
The point is the point that I was trying to make is the point that I think that flat Earth theory and a lot of other conspiracy theories bring up is, can you believe what you've been taught, and how do you go about finding out? If you want to find out whatever you want to find out, usually people that believe in flat Earth theory don't just keep it to themselves. They do go out there. They do try to tell people that the Earth is flat.
Absolutely.
See, we're on a podcast.
They gain
I know, I get that we're on a podcast, but like I said, I'm not saying anything because, for one, I've never Googled whether the Earth is. I've never done any research on it.
Right.
So I'm not about to speak if I'm not educated on the topic. So it's not that I'm like I don't care about it. I don't speak when I don't know something. If I'm not educated on, I'm not about to just say anything.
And the reason I put this topic in here in the first place is because I've noticed that the flat Earth theory has been gaining more and more notoriety, and more people are starting to believe that the Earth is still flat. Yeah. So that's why I figured though that'd be something we could discuss.
But because it's all belief.
That is a growing. Before
not all of it.
Before it was maybe 1,000 people.
But see, people like Kyrie Irving, like that was
Kyrie Irving doesn't believe it anymore.
Kyrie Irving was probably one of the main people that I and even he did podcasts and interviews about it. He was just saying like he's one of the people that he likes to fuck with people. Like, you think the Earth is round? All right, I think it's flat. Now what?
Right.
Like, how does that change anything about me? Like, do you feel a way about me because I think the Earth is flat? Like,
right.
Let me say something. I think that there's an issue with a lot of people that are so consumed into what their life is and what they believe is important that we forget that it's all connected, that we are on a planet that is connected to other things, and we are of this place. You put me onto a show, The One Strange Rock. It's a perfect example of that exact ideology of it's not just about you. It's not just about what you've experienced and what you see. The reason why stuff like this is important is because there is a truth behind it at the end of the day. Fuck what you believe.
Absolutely.
There's science. That's what science is for. We see the moon every night. We orbit the sun. You can see the curvature of the Earth. There are countless amounts of people that have been to space for a long time and come back and goes, yeah, it's a ball. We went to the moon. Granted, if you think the footage that you've seen of the moon landing is fake, that doesn't mean we didn't go to the moon.
Yeah.
But why haven't we been back to the moon though? We only went to the moon one time.
We can go. No, we've been to the moon multiple times, but there's theories on why we haven't been back. I have a theory. I'm not going to talk about that on this episode of the podcast because this isn't we would need you to have a mic. But there's theories as to why we haven't been back to the moon. That's speculative. You can probably imagine what I would want to say. But the point of it being is that it's all connected. It is important. It is important that we know where we are. It is important that we live in these towns, we live in these houses, we're looking down in our phones, we're not looking up at the sky anymore. Like, we used to be a species that was connected to the stars. We literally built things to match the equinox, and built things to face true north. So I mean just the pyramids all over the world, different cultures have built things the same way because we were all looking up, because it is all connected to where we are here. We're so small and we're so insignificant, but we're here. We're here. It is important to know where we are. It is important to know what else is around us, what's out there. It is important because all that stuff that we focus on in our lives that we deem to be so important can go away like that if you get caught slipping.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I recommend anybody to watch One Strange Rock too. It's on Netflix. If anybody is curious about,
it's not an ad. We're not getting paid.
Huh?
It's not an ad.
Oh no, it's not an ad. No, of course not. I just like
it is a good show.
I don't care about anything else. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, if we really cool and all that stuff, like, I'm gonna recommend things like that of that nature to anybody that I love and I fuck with. Like, But anybody that's watching, if you know you interested in seeing things of Earth that you ain't really been accustomed to seeing, One Strange Rock is definitely something you should definitely check out. It's narrated by Will Smith, so you're able to get into it a little different. We fuck with Will.
Absolutely. What do you think about the people that go to college for stuff like this, to learn stuff like this?
I mean, it gotta be
people that go to
somebody,
school to learn.
To learn about to go.
That's what you just asked.
to go to school to pretty much learn about like the Earth. Like, do you think like they get a decent spectrum of whether the Earth is flat or not?
Yo, somebody has to do it, bro. There's people that go to school for marijuana, man.
But do you think college is worth the information that you learn while you're there?
Depends on what college you're going to and what you're studying.
Wait, so what's the question you asked?
Period. Certain fields in college are important. Certain fields in college, certain fields you have to go to college for. There's information you're not going to be privy to without you can get it so much easier and so much more collectively through college.
I think college separates. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
I think college separates the people that actually have something that they want to accomplish and study from the people that went to college just because that's what you're supposed to do after high school. No, that's what you're supposed to do after high school. That's the next move after high school.
You don't need college to further indulge.
That's not the point that I'm saying. That's not the point I'm saying.
I'm
we live in a lot of people live in households to where
they're obligated.
That is the connected Lego. Like after high school, all right, connect this Lego. We're in college now. Mm-hmm. You don't know what you want to do. Your parents are telling you, yeah, you have to go to college. Why do I have to go to college?
So do you think college is worth it?
Depends on what you're doing. I think.
Don't even say that though.
That's true.
No. But it doesn't depend on what you're doing. It actually depends on your reasoning for going there. If you have a plan, by all means, college is worth it. But if you don't have a plan,
that's the same thing.
But I'm saying we're gonna break it down. We're not about to just say it depends on what you're doing.
I was about to. So I don't believe that you can I don't believe that you can teach creativity. Me personally, I don't believe you could teach someone how to be creative. I don't believe that you should teach someone how to create something. You could teach someone how to use tools, but you could teach someone how tools work. But to teach someone how to use them to create something from scratch is ridiculous to me. The fact that people pay tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to school to learn to be something in the creative field, I think is fucking ridiculous.
Right.
I think that shit is insane. I know a lot of people that went to college for art
school,
went to college for, to learn music, went to college to learn, I would go to college to learn film, but to learn the tools. I'm not going to college to learn, if you're just thinking, I don't know what to do, I'll go to film school. Like, no. You have to have the passion for this shit in order to do it. You're going there to learn tools. You're going there to learn how things work business wise. You're not going there to learn how to create something for yourself. I think that college in that sense is a fucking ripoff. If you're a scientist, if you're going to be a doctor, sorry, you have to go to college.
Absolutely.
Period. You're not going to go on the internet and then do heart surgery on me. Got me fucked up. You need to be in.
What's crazy about that? There's doctors that do that. There's doctors who it's been proven, in the middle of surgery, they'll Google something. That's a new thing now, where doctors will, in the middle of surgery, they'll Google, certain parts of your body. How does that, how can they move this?
There's a lot going on in there. I don't blame them. There's a lot going on in there. We have Google where they used to have to look into a book. I'd rather you Google it. It's faster. But what I'm saying is, I don't want you to only be internet taught and then work on and then have someone's lives in your hand.
But do you think internet taught is better than book taught? Because everything you can compile from a book is on the internet now.
It depends on what you're learning. I seriously believe it depends on what you're learning. Elon Musk did not go to college, or he didn't graduate college. Elon Musk is self-taught through internet and books.
I believe it's who raised you.
Sure, that's with anything. But I'm saying when it comes to college and things like that, certain people need, there's a college, there is a worth to college, but it's not for everyone. I never felt the need to go to college to do what I wanted to do. Could I have gone to college to do what I wanted to do? Of course they have a class for it. They have a class for everything. There's a Tupac class. Why? Why is there a class for that stuff? Grant, I love Pac. I appreciate Pac. Why is there a class for certain things? It's a ripoff. It's you gotta come study this.
Anything you want to learn now is a class.
Yeah, and it's slowly put out to you, and it's not even like school. Never really. I don't feel like school, even like high school and shit, never really taught me right. It never really. I'm a person that needs to be hands on, needs to be in the field, needs to work, needs to use it. I was impressed hearing about Elon Musk, the school that he created for his kids, and other people that it's a small community of people that go to the school or have their kids go to the school. And he talked about how the difference between this school and like public schools, private schools, etc., is that it's okay. I'm gonna give you a hammer, and I'm not gonna tell you which end of the hammer to use. I'm just gonna give you the hammer. I'm gonna give you a screw. I'm gonna give you a wood block. I'm gonna say, well, this has to go on here. Figure it out. It's not, this is how you use a hammer. This is what school teaches you. It's like, this is how you use a hammer. This is how you use a nail. This is what this is for. This is what that's for.
It's crazy.
And then you figure out how to do things with that instead of going, here's some stuff.
Yeah.
This has to go here. Figure it out.
It's crazy because in culinary school at Johnson & Wells, bro, it gets to a point where after sophomore year, they're like, figure it out. They won't even give you recipes no more. Like, remember how in high school we would get recipes, like you would get step by step. They won't even do that. They'll give you a list of recipes and be like, figure it out. You know your cooking methods. You know how shit's supposed to be done. Figure that out.
That's how it should be.
And it would kind of weed out who was good and who wasn't, because like I could look at the list of ingredients, figure out what cooking method I got to do with this chicken right now. Mm-hmm. I don't need you to tell me what needs to be done. I can figure it out with the ingredients you gave me.
That's another issue with school, I think, too, is the competitive aspect.
Absolutely.
The fact that you're in a class full of people, somebody's going to be smarter than you, but now you feel that pressure that, just because you didn't do something at a certain speed, most tests are timed. Like, you're always on the clock when you're in school. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's like jail. I compare it to jail.
You think so?
In a sense. But I mean, just the educational aspect, the fact that it's competitive. Like, it's always been competition. It's always like, there's honor students, and then there's you.
Absolutely. But the one thing that my chefs always taught me, and one thing I always learned, I learned this when I was in school, probably 5th grade. I stopped getting honor roll because there's no point in me getting honor roll. But one thing my chefs always said when I was in college was, just because you're a straight A student doesn't mean you good. You could be a straight A student, doesn't mean you're a good chef.
But your grades and
your grades define who you are.
Your grades and GPA don't define you as a person.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying though. Like, literally, we learn from the jump. Like,
go ahead.
Like, my thing is, when I got in high school, I was like, yo, half the shit we learned we don't need no more. We'll never use again. Pythagorean theorem. When the last time you lose that shit? When the last time you used the Pythagorean theorem?
It was a class that I needed to graduate.
Absolutely, you needed that to graduate, but you're not using it. So one thing, my parents was mad that in 5th grade I stopped getting straight A's, but I'm like, for what? Half the shit I'm learning I'm not using ever again in my life. So that's where you get to a point where it's all about talent. It's all about how you can perfect your passion. It's not about what you learned in school no more. Culinary school, it was pretty much about, for me, not everybody else, but it was pretty much how I can use my talents to push me to the next level, and which teachers can help me get there. So in a sense, that was the only thing that was worth it for me. However, I know people that, I stood next to a girl who was like, sear, simmer, cover, cook slow. She was a straight A student. Straight A. She did everything by the book, but she was trash as a chef. I watched her dumbass burn fish. And I told her, you just got to cook that 15 seconds and then flip it and then put it in the oven. She was like, no. The book says 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And I'm like, yo, you're going to destroy that fish.
Yeah.
I mean, like, just...
You can't teach people passion, bro.
But, I mean, it's... back to the question, is it worth it? To each his own, obviously. But if you're going into college and you don't have a plan, it's never going to be beneficial to you. I know as young adults, we're not able to think that well for ourselves because we have parents that try to make the best decision for us. You know, parents think, you know, college is the best decision. You know, of course, you know, we're gonna do this so you can get a good job and all that stuff. But you know, you get to see people. You know, look at people older than you. Look at people around you. The world is not the way it is for no reason.
But
Even with people with master's degrees working at, you know, regular stores, you know, it's not like a coincidence. You know, it's if you don't have a plan, I wouldn't recommend anybody, you know, doing anything that everybody else does. It's okay to be different. It's not nothing wrong with having your own passions, having your own mind. Yeah, college is there. College is there, just like everything else. Desires, love, everything else is there for you. It's put in place for you to, you know, do what you want with it. But you don't have a plan for it. You know, do what you love to do. It's so much better to get paid for what you love to do rather than doing what everybody else does. You'd be miserable to, you know, go to college for 4 years and do something in that field and you don't even love to do it, but you're just doing it because it makes you good money.
Absolutely. But I think that's the disconnect between this generation and the old generation. Because a lot of people in the older generation, they're literally taught, work here for the rest of your life and you'll be set. As we're taught, you know, you go here, you go here, you go there, you know, and you pretty much figure it out and you'll make a better living for yourself. Like I've for me personally, I feel as though jumping from place to place, learning what I like about this place, what I like about that place, has helped me better figure out what I like.
I don't believe we were taught that though.
Yeah, but the older generation was literally taught, you stay at this job, you work at this job for 30 years, you collect a pension.
That's what we were taught.
Why don't you think that it was taught?
I don't think that we were taught that way because the generation before us would only teach us what they know.
That's the disconnect, though. That's the disconnect we have.
I know that, but how will we be taught to be? If anything, if you're saying like we taught each other when we see entrepreneurs of our own age.
No, we learn from them. We learn from watching their mistakes.
For me personally, you know, my parents, they weren't like, they don't have their own businesses. You know, what you saying? They worked. My dad graduated college maybe like in his 30s. My mom didn't graduate from college. She works. I mean,
same, bro.
I'm saying it's not like it's not the college thing was a push for me. You know, I'm a part of that norm where like, and I don't, you know, I'm not about to sit here and be upset about it. You got to learn life. When I have kids, I want to make sure I raise them way different than my parents raised me. You don't have to go to college. If you have a passion, push through that. So you don't have to be in debt.
So do you think that disconnect is driving us apart from our parents? Because they don't.
Yeah, but that's not a bad. I don't think that's a bad thing. It's just, it's okay. It's not. We are like our parents, of course, because we come from them. Okay. We come from them, but besides that, you know, we all have our own niche.
Absolutely. Like, it's crazy because I have a mom who, you know, worked at the welfare board for probably like 13 years now, bro. My dad has worked in federal for probably a decade now. And they look at me and they like, yo, you keep moving around. Like, the fuck you moving around so much for? And I'm like, listen, me moving around like this is pretty much pushing me above y'all in a sense, financially. By me doing this, I'm learning what I like, what I don't like. You know, you've been here 5 years, you don't like it. I'm here for 6 months. I realize I don't like it. I move on. Like, that's the difference between me and y'all. Like, you was literally taught to stay somewhere for a certain amount of years because it has good benefits, it has good pension, it has good health care. Literally, you don't like it, but you stay in it because of the benefits that it can provide.
But that's a stepping stone in just a legacy of people being passed down. Your parents came from nothing.
Absolutely.
My parents came from nothing.
Absolutely.
So they didn't have the same opportunities that maybe were so much easier for us to have, for us to be able to think openly, be going, man, I'm gonna start my own business, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. They had to think about how I'm gonna feed my family right now. So it's not necessarily, I don't think it's more, I mean, it is a mind state, But like Shaq was saying that he doesn't. I don't think that was a sense of being taught. I think it was a sense of survival.
Facts.
Right.
Like purely just like I got to get the fuck out of this situation that I'm in now. So in when you look at from where they came from, that's motherfucking success.
My mom
Right.
had
They
me
are-
at 24,
they're-
bro. She
that's-
wasn't thinking about going to college after she
Right.
had me.
Like
It was,
them getting a
taking care
house.
of my kid.
Them getting a house is equivalent to probably us getting $1 million.
Right.
Facts.
Like getting
That's
our
a
first
fact.
million. Like that is like that's huge. Like the fact that your parents live where they are and have the life that they have is like, yo, y'all killed it.
Yeah, you
But
came up.
if you don't know anything else besides that as a parent, how can you teach your kids
kids?
something else?
Yeah,
See,
of course.
feel
I mean,
that.
you put
I
your,
feel that.
but
That's
you,
why I said I
but no,
don't
but you
believe
can,
that.
no,
Absolutely.
but you can because my parents never taught me. Oh, you know, you'll do. My parents never taught me to live this, to have the same life that they had.
Yeah.
I mean, but
They never taught me or tried to set me up to be in the position they were in because I think that comes from when you do that. When you tell your child, "Oh, you'll get as good as me," that's fear. That's fear
Right.
that they can't be any better.
Yeah.
That was never the case, and that's just me personally. But I don't believe that you should, put your burdens that you went through in your life onto your kids that don't have to deal with that shit at all. You should want the best for your children. So,
Yeah.
if someone feels like the fact that there is a disconnect that you were talking about, that's a great thing. That's a positive thing
Absolutely.
because it's not really a disconnect; it's growth.
But do you
It's-
think
it's
we
a-
could ever teach the older generation? Our
You don't
perspective?
teach older generations.
They already where they are.
Yeah.
You don't teach. You don't.
that
All you have to
generation
teach is your children.
That's a
You don't have
fact.
to teach anybody else anything
That's a fact.
unless you're a teacher. But they teach children.
That's why I said
Right.
I don't care
Right.
that I was a part of that generation where like I allowed my parents to tell me, all right, college is the right way, and when I realized this isn't for me,
Yeah.
all right, now I have to stop going, and now I'm still in debt. That's a personal thing. I don't care to be upset about that because I can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
I already did it. But for my kids, I can have something different for them. I can make sure they don't make the same mistake.
Absolutely,
That's all it's about, really.
absolutely, and that's
We do
And
have
the
to
re-
wrap this
the-
up, Tyler.
Huh?
We do have to wrap this up.
Yeah,
Batteries
because the
are
batteries are low.
Nah, so I mean, y'all pretty much got it on the head, bro. I mean, the reason I brought it up is because I feel as though we could bridge that gap with the older generation. I mean, just by leading by example. When it's the same way. It's the same way like Martin Luther King.
Nigga, shut the fuck up. All right, hey,
Yo,
it's been great. It's been great having you guys. Nah, get the fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga said, you know, Martin Luther King.
Listen,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
Yo,
ain't
when
nothing
it
short.
was-
Ain't
yo,
nothing short. Ain't nothing short about Martin Luther King. I'm sorry. Nah, we
Bro,
good.
listen, I
Hey,
could
look,
yo,
hey,
listen,
look,
all
nah,
right.
look. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Tyler, for thank you, Rich, for joining us so that Tyler could be here. And start, we almost, man. Yeah, until next time, guys.
Yo, all right. Yo,
Fuck
till
this
next
shit,
time.
man.
By the way,
Yo.
hold on before we do go. We did record an episode in April. We were gonna do 2 in April. We dropped the ball in that. We did record an episode. We decided not to put it out. I just want to say before we leave, since we haven't spoken since before that episode, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. We did have an entire episode
Right. Rest
that
in
was
peace, Nip.
dedicated to him. We didn't get to cover it. Well, we did cover it, but we didn't put the episode out for our own personal reasons. I just want to say here, I'm sure from all of us here, rest in peace to Nipsey
Rest in
Hussle.
peace.
Condolences, etc.
R.I.P., bro. Love you, man.
Yeah, man, we out. No apology. Thank you for joining us.
No
Till next
apology.
time.
We out.